Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Epic Speed Driver from Callaway.
Round one of the Farmers Insurance Open and a gorgeous day in Southern California. We are in the Good View portion of the PGA Tour schedule from Hawaii to the cliffs overlooking the Pacific, 12 miles north of San Diego. 69th year for the Farmers Insurance Open, 54th straight at Torrey Pines, which also hosts the U.S. Open in June. Two courses are in play the first 2 days, and then only the South course on the weekend. Hello again, and welcome to Golf Central on YouTube. I'm Rich Lerner. Let's get you right to the highlights. And Patrick Reed had it going today. He was tied sixth here a year ago at the Farmers Insurance. It's a guy who's 11th in the world. He's playing the North course, which is shorter and easier. So he took full advantage. 8 wins in 9 years. He was the 36-hole leader at the U.S. Open at Winged Foot before fading on the weekend, tied 13th. And here is the scorecard for Patrick Reed. Lots of circles and no squares. So bogey-free, 8 under 64 for Patrick Reed.
You know, it was solid. Felt like I hit the ball well. Left myself in a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good, makeable putts. And when you're doing that around a golf course like the North, you have to go take advantage of it, especially with what's coming next, within the next 24 hours. And, kind of put myself in a position today where I had to go out and knowing that we're going to get pretty good conditions, go out and try to make as many birdies as possible to be able to kind of weather the storm tomorrow. And, I was able to kind of get off that hot start and just kind of ride momentum going on throughout the rest of the round and continue attacking that golf course, since that's the one you're able to attack.
When did you go to Ledbetter, and what are the most important things you've learned, and are you still getting comfortable with it?
It's still a learning process. We're still working on it, still trying to get it where it's comfortable on certain shots and just kind of, where it's more kind of second nature rather than trying to sit there and put a club in a position. But, I started with lead, went over basically the Sunday after the U.S. Open. That Sunday, that night, I flew down and saw him for 3 days and, started grinding right then and there to kind of make the change. And I feel like it's been amazing, ball striking wise. And really the biggest thing is clarity, knowing kind of what each shot is, like when I hit the ball left, kind of knowing what it is in my swing. And at this level, if you're able to know that, then you're able to kind of fix it on golf course, and you're not having to wait until the round's completely done in order to try to get the ball on track.
Did it click in right away?
No, not at all. It's one of those things that there definitely were signs right off the bat that it was, obviously the right thing to do and the right way to go. But I've been swinging one way basically my whole life, and having to change that and make the change is obviously tough. There's a lot of work going on, not just on golf course, but also at home, and doing drills, stuff like that, and just trying to dial it in and get it more locked in. And so, it's been a tough change, making a change, but at the same time, it's been very rewarding. It's the right thing we're doing. I feel very good about it, and I definitely see signs of where it could take me.
I'm sorry, one or two describe the changes that
No.
you made. You can't?
No.
All right.
Sorry.
Where did you go on Monday and why?
Just went to La Costa, and the biggest thing was, my coach was in town, and, I never like to just kind of sit in the room. It'd drive me nuts just sitting there. So that being said, we went out there, we were able to kind of go hit some balls and get some work in, and with that being, with all that, with my coach there, we're able to kind of focus on technique, not really worry about ball flight. So it was almost like hitting into a net, but, actually out there in the 50-mile-an-hour winds. But, good thing is the swing actually felt really good when we were working on it in those conditions. So then when I came over and started playing in normal conditions, it seemed to click a little easier.
How close did you come to making a bogey today? And when you play around like this, does it seem easy or no?
It definitely felt easy out there, just kind of with how I was hitting the driver, getting the ball in the fairway. And I was working it both ways, which was nice. It's not like I had only one way to go. I was able to hit the draws, hit the fades, and I think the longest chance I had was on 4 today. Had a 35-footer for birdie and hit a great first putt. Missed it 3 feet to the right and had a 3-footer, but that's about it. That was closest to a bogey. It was having a chance for a 3-putt, but besides that, everything else was was pretty easy.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yep.
So Patrick Reed in with 8 under 64, matched by this guy, Alex Noren. Also on the North Course, the 38-year-old from Sweden, out of Oklahoma State, 10 wins on the European Tour. Lost here that 6-hole playoff in 2018 to Jason Day. So Alex Noren also in at 8 under, 64.
Yeah, I mean, I hit it very good, you know, with my irons and wedges, potted very good. The driver wasn't as good as I wanted it, but out here, you know, you could get away with it if you manage to get out of the rough, you know, hit the greens anyway. But I definitely need to shape up that driver for tomorrow. But otherwise, I'm very happy, yeah.
Do you feel like you needed to take advantage of these great conditions on the North Course, with the South Course coming with a little bit different conditions tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm hoping that we're gonna, you know, not get too flooded during the night. But you know, I played the South Course 2 rounds this week, and I know how long it is now, especially when they lengthen some tee boxes, put them back, and it's a test, and it's yeah, you definitely need some, you know, good ball striking there, especially in windy conditions. So it's good to get some birdies on the North. Yeah.
In talking with your caddy Austin, he kind of described you last week as there's good ball striking but couldn't make a putt, and there was some, you know, so-so ball striking but maybe making a few putts. Do you feel like today was, other than your driving, things kind of came together a little bit more? Yeah,
and definitely with the putting, you know, I felt like I didn't have to, you know, care about the speed as much. You know, you more automatic, and you look at the hole and trying to make it instead of kind of being frustrated. It's one short, one long, one short, one long. So that makes a big difference, yeah.
Can you just walk through the eagle on 17?
Yeah, so I hit a good drive. One of the few fairways hits today. I hit a good drive, and I had a 7-iron. I don't usually draw the ball, but that pin position on the way left, I kind of had to hit a draw. Hit it to, I mean, 20 feet maybe, and hold it. So felt good.
You obviously aren't happy with your driving when you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, you obviously aren't happy with your driving.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going to that course?
No, I mean, I've drove it pretty good in the practice rounds, and then, you know, sometimes you get to that point. You know, if you hit a few bad ones, you start, you know, wondering what's wrong and this and that. And you try to fix it. I hit a few good ones today, and I'm not too worried. I know what I need to do to shape it up, you know, on the range, and maybe spend an hour, hit some balls, and you know, get a better feeling with the driver. And then I don't think you need to hit it perfect. You just need to hit, like, you know, okay out there with the driver. And then I'm used to being in the rough, you know, pretty much half the time. So you know, I'm just, if I get an hour on the range, I'm looking forward to that.
Kind of along those same lines, you finished runner-up here before. What's the key to playing that course, the South Course, well?
I mean, it's more of a, I mean, obviously a US Open style course, long holes. You know, even if you good drives, you still have 6 5-irons in. So obviously, just hit enough fairways, hit enough greens, and, you know, take advantage of the par 5s. And it's not much to it. You just need to do everything pretty well.
One more question in English.
You've
won all over the world. You've won big tournaments, obviously in Europe, the BMW PGA. Do you feel like you begin, like, in the time you've had on the PGA Tour, that you're due and you're ready to win here?
Well, I mean, I had a year off with my coach, and I started working with him again. So, you know, Corona wasn't too easy on everybody, and I know it's not as serious as some other cases with Corona, but you know, not seeing him much, you know, kind of trying to do a lot on my own, it wasn't very good for the confidence, and now I'm trying to see him more. So I need to get, like, a little bit, you know, better consistency in my game, and therefore I will get some more confidence. And I think the confidence part plays a big role when you try to win tournaments and try to finish good positions. So I just need to work some more with him and get that confidence up.
All
right, so good start. 8 under is the mark, but that's the North Course. A couple of guys shooting a 6 under on the South Course. Peter Malnati, Ryan Palmer, Rory in with 4 under 68 on the South. John Rahm 69 on the South. That'll do it for this Golf Central YouTube report.